What is the most painful injury you've felt? When I was around 22, I shattered my ankle while hiking, and it remains, without a doubt, the most painful thing I've ever experienced, and probably ever will. I was out with a couple of friends, doing this fairly challenging trail with a lot of loose gravel and steep drop-offs. Nothing crazy at first, just a normal Saturday. We were about halfway through when I stepped on what I thought was solid ground, but turned out to be a pile of unstable rocks. My foot twisted sideways at an angle no human foot should ever make, and I immediately heard this wet, crunching noise. For a few seconds, I genuinely thought I was fine. I tried to take a step, and just collapsed like a puppet whose strings had been cut. The pain didn't hit right away. First, it was this buzzing numbness, like my body was still processing what had just happened. Then it came, wave after wave, this bone-deep, burning agony that radiated up my entire leg. I couldn't even scream properly. It was like my body saved all its energy just for surviving the pain. My friends tried to help, but we were an hour away from the nearest trailhead, and we didn't have cell signal. They fashioned a crude splint from a stick and some shirts, and basically had to carry me down the trail, inch by inch. Every jolt, every tiny bump, felt like my entire leg was snapping all over again. By the time we made it to the parking lot, I was covered in sweat, shaking uncontrollably, and nearly delirious. One of them sped to the ER while I just tried not to pass out. X-rays showed I hadn't just broken my ankle. I had a trimalleolar fracture, which basically means all three parts of the ankle were busted. I needed surgery, plates, and screws to fix it. The surgeon said if the damage had been even slightly worse, they might have had to fuse the joint completely. The healing process was brutal. I couldn't walk without crutches for months, and physical therapy was almost as painful as the injury itself. Relearning how to put weight on that leg was terrifying, like my body didn't trust itself anymore. Even now, years later, I still have metal in my ankle, and it aches when it rains. Sometimes I catch myself limping slightly when I'm tired. It's like the pain left a permanent ghost inside me. Definitely taught me two things, though. Always watch where you step. Never underestimate how fast your life can change in a single second.